It's always a ton of fun. It just jump on top of heroes in the backline. Wind Ranger is going to have to build an early force staff in order to deal with it. In all probability, Enchantress as well. You're gonna need a bunch more frontliners. I feel you just make the game too easy for Clockwork if you pick up more heroes that sit in the back here.
Yeah, you're kind of relying on Beastmaster just running up and roaring someone. The Windrunner doesn't mind too much because she has Windrun, to be pretty agile with. But if you just get Yules by Leshrac, it's a pretty easy kill. So we'll see how that goes. There's Lifestealer.
There's one of your heroes that it's easier to sit on the front line. You deal with Clockwork a little bit easier. At the start of the lane phase, Undying is kind of miserable to play against as a Lifestealer, but as it goes on, once you hit like level 3, 4, Lifestealer doesn't struggle anymore. You just pop the rage and walk away. You're walking him with open wound. You heal quite a bit off him because of Feast.
5 seconds
I would just...
remain.
I mean, you could still go Phantom Lancer here. Honestly, it's not that bad. I'm wondering if they decide to go Clinks. You could go for the Arc Warden as well. It's not fantastic against the Wind Ranger if she gets like an early blink. I'm just trying to think Sammy Boy's heroes. The one that comes to mind most obviously in these matchups is Juggernaut, but it does struggle against the Beastmaster. So we'll see what they decide to do here. I'm not 100% sure. They're taking their time. They could just save the safe lane pick for now, but I think with all of these heroes revealed, you should feel pretty confident picking Sammy Boy's hero here, especially going into these last phase bans. You don't really want, the big counters to get removed.
God.
They don't have a lot of reserve time.
5 seconds reserve time left. Yeah, they're gonna have to pick a hero pretty quickly here, and it is going to be terrible. That is a Sammy Boy special. Not something we've seen a whole lot this tournament.
I forgot about this hero. If I'm being quite honest, I just completely forgot about Terrorblade.
The entirety of Summit 13, almost every other game, you're like, all right, this is an awesome Sammy Boy Terrorblade game, but they've morphed you to focus on the meta here, Ricky. They've broken you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great Terrorblade game, right? You're into Lifestealer. Beastmaster doesn't do exceptionally well either. He has high armor. You don't have a lot of magic burst on the Beastmaster. You're pretty much going to rely on that Wind Ranger Monkey King bar to do most of your damage against him. I mean, that's about it. This meta, when he has Metamorphosis, he feels pretty safe here, especially because Beastmaster can't contest him when he has Metamorphosis up. You don't have that movement slow anymore on the meta, which was something that really hindered Terrorblade in the lane.
I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to this patch. There's a lot of things that I don't even go into detail with anymore because I feel like I'm repeating myself. The Terrorblade is an excellent pickup here because just the high agility growth rate on him. I mean, Lifestealer has such a low stats compared to TP.
Yeah.
Your magic immunity means nothing against this carry. It's all physical damage coming out from him. He's going to be doing like twice, 3 times as much damage to you with just his base kit. You just somehow find a way to outfarm the Terrorblade, and to do that, it's hard because he's got more stats than you. I mean, you have to build a Battle Fury, and even then, I think because he's got the illusions here on TB, he's able to keep up with you. So you're at a significant disadvantage playing the Lifestealer into the TB.
Oh, the Timbersaw ban, that would have been game-winning. I didn't even see it in the draft still. We see it banned most games, but yeah, the Timbersaw here would have been an absolute nail in the coffin to Thunder Predator. Lifestealer then having absolutely no game. The Beastmaster does not do that much against him since he's a natural Lotus Orb builder and you just can't roar him. Yeah, that would have been really rough.
You know what they've lit through here? They grabbed the Invoker and 4 Zoomers, but they actually lit Elder Titan through for Thunder Predator. You could just run 1 Lifestealer, 2 Wind Ranger, 3 Beastmaster, 4 Enchantress, and 5 Elder Titan, or 4 Elder Titan.
You definitely could. Elder Titan really struggles to the Clockwork, though, and that's what I worry about, right? Is this Clockwork will just make so much havoc on him in the lane. Like, he won't actually be able to jump on him. You do have the ability to remove Terrorblade's armor, but the way that we've seen them avoid that is you just pick up bonus armor items on the Terrorblade. And now you have this Gunner Invoker giving you Alacrity and probably eventually a Solar Crest as well onto your Terrorblade.
Yeah, that's the more common build right now. And they grab a Pango, so
it's going to be sacred. Does Leo Style
I'll
play Pango too? Oh, he does. Okay.
Yep, it's Leo Style on the Pango, slated on the Wind Ranger, Sacred Beastmaster, MJZ Enchantress. Now, this
I love
this is
this
interesting.
Clockwork
I mean,
save.
it'll play a little bit faster than the Elder Titan would, and it scales into the late game as well a little bit better. I think I might have to agree with you on the fact that the Elder Titan would have been a bit out of left field because it gets shut down by the Clockwork so well. Still, I think it's going to be a real struggle for Sammy Boy to fight into, or sorry, for MNZ to fight into Sammy Boy on this Terrorblade.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's going to be a lot of this game is going to be on Leo Styles' Pangolier play here, and Pangolier is a really good hero, but it does also struggle to Quaswex Invoker because you just want to be able to get Rolling Thunder and go in, and he just Cold Snap Spirit Vessels you, and you do the front flips over and over and over until your eventual death. It feels really bad, but I mean, I'm pretty much in on 4Zoomer's draft here. This Terrorblade seems like it's just the perfect answer here to what Thunder Predator have picked.
Yeah, you may very well be right here. The Pango is like a last-ditch effort with the disarm under the TB, but he'll have a BKB eventually. He might get stabs resistance even. We'll have to see. But this is going to be a rough game too for Thunder Predator for sure. I'm preferring 4Zoomer's draft as well, but I don't want to see my boys on Thunder Predator just lose this series to 0-2 and get knocked in the lower bracket. They need something here, man.
They do
Make it
indeed.
exciting. Bring it to a game 3. Pull the rabbit out of your hat here, Thunder Predator. Come on.
Fight me, coward, says Sammy Boy. 2 master tier players, the Gunner Invoker and the Sammy Boy Terrorblade. You know, we talk about how these are incredible comfort picks for them. They play them quite often.
Yeah. They do. I think Sammy Boy, he's picking especially here, trying to end out this game as quickly as possible and get back to playing Cyberpunk. He's been talking about it in every single lobby.
Yeah, he really has.
I got a very long message from somebody just, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to snag somebody for post-game interviews in the lobby this time if 4Zoomers wins.
Oh,
You've got a number of them added though, right?
Yeah, I have them all added. I can message one.
Make sure to snag one. I'd rather have Husky or Ocean, to be honest with you.
I can tell you right now, those are the last 2 we're going to get. We're almost guaranteed to get Sammy Boy or Brax. Those are going to be the 2 we're likely to get. All right, reconnected there on Leo.
Look, Brax and Sammy Boy, they both got big streams, okay? These guys got a lot of following. We need to show some love to some of these lesser known players.
This is true.
It's just not fair.
Also, the supports usually have interesting things to say. Interviewing a carry player post game is like interviewing a football player at the end of a game, which is hilarious, but still. Have you ever seen a post game interview after a football game?
Yeah. I'll be honest though, I don't think I've watched a football game in probably, gosh, what year is it? 2020. So 6 or 7 years. So I'm probably not the best person to ask.
I've only ever watched one post game interview for a football game. I don't think I've ever watched an entire football game.
Hey, you're not missing much, man.
It is not very exciting. As I think just as much downtime as there uptime, or more downtime, isn't there?
I mean, it's just not Dota. Why would you watch football when you can go watch Dota? I don't get it.
Fair enough.
Maybe
But that's
I'm
enough
just-
about sports ball.
Yeah.
That is absolutely enough about sports ball. I don't want to bring it any more attention than it already has. Let's talk video games.
Heck yeah, video games. Nah, I'm really excited to see this one. Sammy Boy bottom lane on his Terrorblade into the Enchantress Beastmaster. Now, yes, Enchantress can do a good chunk of damage with the Impetus when she gets level 2, but you have this Clockwork and Undying. They're going to give him a really strong start. I'm assuming we're going to see one of them TP top pretty quickly here. There is a ward on the high ground that they might get the... Yeah, he buys a sentry immediately here on Ocean. MJZ might have telegraphed that ward a little bit.
Right, Sacred, he's starting his lane with multiple boars. They've got 3 heroes down here. They're looking to do a little bit of damage. They're going to need to put somebody at the top lane pretty quickly, though. I mean, you want to take advantage of the fact that MNZ has got low base stats, low strength growth rate, and shut his farm down on the early levels.
Yeah. Mid lane, we'll kind of come back to that in a moment. The Pango versus Invoker. If I remember correctly, Gunnar has said this lane is definitely Pangolier favored, if especially if you get lucky on some of your lucky shot procs. The thing is it does require that you get the 4-minute rune. So we'll probably see Thunder Predator supports make those rotations just to guarantee that bottle refill comes out. Because if you don't, you lose that war of attrition that we see against these Quaswex invokers.
Yeah. Most people lose that war of attrition. It's just the nature of the hero.
Yeah.
It is not fun to play into. I just Exhort Invoker a little bit.
I do not. I hate Exhort Invoker. I think it's so boring.
Remember the old Brax? He's up to just teleport to the tower.
Ooh, he's not gonna
He
make
might go
it.
down anyway. Oh my god, that was a long TP because Ocean had just gone there.
Oh, not the time to TP to the top lane, sir. I was looking at. I was like, why is this channeling taking forever? He tips Ocean. He knows. He's like, that TP was forever.
A complete disaster there for Zoomers to start this game. That means Brax got the old walk of shame back up there. I think he's gonna pop the smoke that Ocean bought.
No, he wants to save it.
Yeah, he saves it. Ocean, I think, trying to do him a little bit of justice there.
It's like,
here, sir, I'll buy the smoke for you. Please don't be mad at me, Brax.
Hello, Dad. I have brought you smokes. Please forgive.
That's rough stuff right there, man.
Oh man,
Right,
yeah, that's a great start for the life stealer though, because that lane, you want to definitely be able to punish the life stealer on these early levels, like you were talking about, and now MNZ has a full level advantage.
Yeah, you would have been better trying to walk away from that one after all. MNZ, it's going to be easy for him to last under the. Never mind, he misses a last hit. Again, that's just low base damage on the life. Oh my god! All right, we need to look somewhere else.
What? What?
Missing multiple last hits under the tower.
Oh, no worries. I was watching mid. You're good.
Fine. I don't want to bring attention to it. Let's talk mid lane.
Yeah, Leo Style versus Gunnar. He's been able to sidestop a couple swashbuckles in a row, which has been really nice, but Leo Style does have that bottle now. So again, these 4-minute runes are going to be huge. Top lane, they find the Enchantress. She goes down. An easy kill for Clockwork if she can ever find him. Now, she is very fast with the Boots of Speed, but I'm assuming just a good wraparound from the Clockwork finds it.
Yeah, I mean, Clockwork and Leshrac are both quite fast themselves. Leshrac sitting at 370 movement speed with his boots, and Clockwork 355. Brax is going to get run down again. With Enchant, he's going to be even slower. He teleports to the tower again. MJZ doesn't even commit the Enchant, just drops spray paint onto him.
Yeah.
The style points.
That makes sense. Leo Style, perfectly timed salve here. He wants to be able to fight for these 4-minute runes. Sladen going down bottom to the Metamorphosis and just, I'm assuming, Soul Rip and stuff. So he's going to roll the 50-50 here on Gunnar. It is top. Oh, man. And it's a DD rune of all things. He's trying to bait Leo Style to go for a swashbuckle over because Clockwork is there, right? So Gunnar just going to harass out Leo Style's Pangolier a ton here.
Yeah, they realize what they're up to, though. Leo Style, he fell for this a couple of times before in this tournament, but not again, it seems. And I'm just going to grab the DD, which will help him secure CS. A lot of base damage and int growth rate on Invoker, so he gets a lot from this double damage room. He gets 4.6 int per level.
Yeah, I mean the Pango's gonna have to base after this. Like you can't be anywhere near the lane now that has DD. Your bottle's expired, so this is a big win for Gunnar here. And that's the thing, that 4-minute rune is incredibly important for this lane matchup. Top lane, Brax caught once again. Gonna have to be careful. There's gonna be a nice rage stun. He does manage to catch both of the small golems so they don't get the double boulder toss off, and Brax might be able to get away here. That was a really heads up play. Well done.
Missed the start of that one. Looks like MNZ, he's all out of mana now, so his kill threat isn't going to be very high until he's open wounds again. Brax gonna be able to do whatever the hell he wants. He's got the same movement speed as MNZ. Nice
play there from the Enchantress, getting both of the top bounties. Bottom bounties, they got one on Husky, but the second one's still sitting in the triangle, which I'm assuming they're just trying to save for the Pango this time.
Yep. He's got a full bottle at the moment though, so not going to go for it just yet. I'll probably spam out a swashbuckle just a little bit. He's in a bit of an awkward position. He can't get too far forward for Gunner. He's faking out these rolling thunder. You see that more common these days. You just try to get into your opponent's head when you use the rolling thunder, so when they see it, they don't back off anymore, and then you can kill them.
Yeah. Sammy going for the max conjure image build, which means he's going to be peeling off to the jungle here pretty soon as he gets level 5. He does have the double Wraith Band, going for the early treads as well. So just max agility, max stats. He's going to pop the meta here as well to try and shove this lane. And then after that, probably jungle time.
Yep. I think he's trying to time this for the 7-minute mark, have the lane shoved into it there, then get his neutral item as quickly as possible. Which is also what Leo Style might be doing. I mean, he's tired of playing against this Invoker. He's been throwing the EMP tornado on him off a cooldown every time he tries to swashbuckle forward. So he's got such little to work with. This is why I absolutely hate Quaswex Invoker.
This is why I love Quaswex Invoker. Ooh, Terrorblade shackled at bottom. He's just going to TP home. Ooh, a rotation in from Invoker. It was a bait. Sammy Boy doesn't leave at all. What a sick TP. All right, well, now Sammy Boy has no health, no mana. He does finish the treads, queues up a couple clarities. So he's just going to jungle now. He's level 6, 3 points in meta, 3 points in the Conjure image. Middle lane, though, I mean, just in general, the CS is all pretty much favoring Thunder Predator. Like, Lifestealer's had a fantastic time. Brax suffering a lot here. He is the entire 1,000 gold advantage here from Thunder Predator.
Pretty good so far. It's surprising, you know, given the fact that mid lane did so miserable for Leo Style here. I mean, he's doing a good job of keeping up with CS, but it's still not fun to play against the Quaswex Invoker on Pango. He's backpacks his bottle, getting ready to grab the rune at 8 minutes. But yeah, he's training Gunner right now.
Ooh, nice bait there from Leo Style. The Tornado EMP now not going to come out, and yeah, has to cancel that Rolling Thunder. You cannot allow him to get on top of you. Ocean just controlling the bottom rune, and he gets an illusion. Man, this support rotation is big, but in comes Leo Style. The Rolling Thunder, Ocean trying to dodge into the trees, forcing Leo Style to choose for Gunner, but you're pretty low on this Pango, and all you have is a Fairy Fire for safety. Cold Snap comes out. They drop the Tombstone. He's got no mana. Oh, no, that is a huge kill, and the Tornado going to be dodged out by Sladen thanks to that Wind Run. But you'll take that kill for sure, and guess what? Sammy Boy, he's like, hey, I can rotate mid, guys. This sounds pretty good.
Yeah, we can take this tower here. No catapult available, but it's not going to matter. Metamorphosis in 15 seconds, but I'm not sure they even need it. Sladen being pushed back and slowed down, so they can't throw a power shot off from the creep wave. Excellent heads-up play there by Ocean. And I wanted to touch on what he did against Pango. I mean, he hugged that corner right there, so Leo's Style wasn't able to get the Rolling Thunder off onto him. It was beautiful.
Meta coming out in the mid lane. Cogs doesn't actually connect onto Leo Style. Ooh, Brax took a lot of damage from there, but a great Tornado and EMP. Gonna burn out a ton of mana. Sladen got nothing left to work with. Leo Style forced to bottle up. They really want to get this mid tower. Sammy does not have Sunder, so he has to be pretty careful here. Ocean trying to make space. Looks like they're not going to be able to commit for the tower. They're wasting too much time, basically, right?
Yeah. With if they had Metamorphosis available a little bit sooner there, they definitely would have had it, but timing was just slightly off, and Sammy Boy going back to the jungle with his Iron Talon that he's got.
Dude, MNZ is level 8 on this Lifestealer.
I mean, he got an awesome start, and I think part of that was off the back of Ocean.
Ooh, a dive in the mid lane. They get Husky, but the dust comes out a little late to shackle up the Invoker. A nice cog placement here from Ocean. Gonna be able to push back Leo Style. He's got no mana once again. 4 wand charges. He's gonna use them.
Yeah, that was something he lacked before. He really needed a wand, I think, sooner against this Invoker in the mid lane, but he wanted that Javelin up as quick as possible. He completes the magic wand now from a stick. Just got sent out to him. This will work wonders against him because he's been getting shut down by this EMP.
Yeah, he really has.
Oh, I missed this Royal Jelly he got. Fortunately, he didn't manage to catch that one, but he pops the Arcane Rune. He goes right into farm in the jungle with that low mana cost, low cooldown Swashbuckle. Should be quite quick for him.
Oh, he has Arcane Ring. I was like, where did that mana like burst of mana come from? It was the Arcane Ring. Okay, that's huge.
He's got Arcane Ring. He's got Royal Jelly. He's You got Arcane Rune, and he's got Bottle. So he's healing up for mana pretty quickly.
Yeah, he needs it, and I like the choice to go for the early energy booster into mana boots. This is probably going to be a Guardian Greaves game for the Pangolier, right? You need to get the Maelstrom, I feel like, to increase your farming, but after that, I feel like you have to go Guardian Greaves here, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and the reason for that is you're playing against the Invoker, who's just going to cold snap you every time you want to get your Rolling Thunder off, and you're not going to have to. So because Gunner's gone earn... goddamn EMP. Because Gunner's gone...
They're trying to get the Tombstone. They're not wanting to let it happen. All right, they'll finally take it down Leo style. Gets that 150 gold bounty. The tower down to 90 HP. They're debating on denying it.
I think they're figuring out if anyone wants to TP to it first. I mean, you don't want to deny it because you could potentially take a good team fight mid if the enemies try to dive it. So you get a little bit more use out of it that way, and that's why it's not going down quite yet. I think Gunner's just going to try to rush it, though.
Pesky Gunner, Leo style. He drops an arcade boot. He's like, all right, I'm done with you, man. Bottling up. I got to get my mana back.
Yeah, you're going to have to deny the tower before you leave here on Leo style. I think he's just trying to hold it as long as possible.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Radiant's top tower
Clockwork not level 6 is kind of a big deal. He does need this hook shot here at some point. Nice bounty find there from MJZ on that shovel.
Yep. You're going to do a bit of harass here to this tier 2 tower, I think. He doesn't have Fortify. Okay, never mind. Just heads right in the jungle with that one. I thought he'd try to dive the tower, but he is a little bit afraid of potential rotation coming in from 4 Zoomers. Actually, you're just dead here, Ocean.
Oh, he definitely is. I mean, he uses the hook shot on a nice Tornado EMP, but can they close the gap? Oh my gosh, 20 health. A great save from Gunner. Look at MJZ. He's looking for him on the backside. He's like, I dare you, sir. They do have vision. Wait, where's that vision coming from? Oh, that ward here. Okay. They see him.
Sees him. Get out of there, MJZ. He's baiting you out at this point. You don't want to get hit by another tornado.
They've really struggled here on 4 Zoomers to find kills since Gunner picked up this urn, and he's going back for a Midas as a result. I mean, they're 5k behind only 12 minutes into the game. They are really struggling to keep up pace with Thunder Predator, and the majority of this is the Leshrac.
Yeah, Leshrac, actually, Thunder...
Mid-tier 1, falling very low. They don't have the fort. They may have to deny it. All right. Both towers now in deny range.
Brax hasn't had much of a game. I think this gets a little bit easier as Ocean becomes like the suicide initiator with the team. But prior to that, you know, him not having hookshot, he struggled to close the gap, so somebody else on his team would have to. Leo style, he's thinking about it.
He's going to commit the Rolling Thunder, but decides it's not worth going for the chase. Top lane, Samuboy taking a ton of damage from this Lifestealer who has this early Maelstrom, which is exactly what you want to go for. Forces his rage, though. Ocean has hookshot. This is a huge bait. If they can get this kill, hookshot underneath the tower. He has no way to infest, and there's the Sunder MNZ. He makes it to a creep, but it's gonna get controlled, and there's Brax here as well. Oh my gosh, Sammy with the mind games. You lose the mid tower, but I think you're okay with that.
Your mental absolutely destroyed by Sammy Boy. And on one hand, I think you're okay with it. On the other, you don't want to lose your mid tower that quickly. It went down in no time at all. I think Thunder Predator realized that like it was a lost cause and just committed super hard onto the mid tower. They're gonna go for bottom now.
They still haven't gotten this ward here. An EMP coming out. Oh, goodbye, Enchantress. Not quite level 6, so that untouchable doesn't protect her at all.
I mean, it's difficult to be protecting Terrorblade because of low pace attack time, such high agility. No Sunder available, and you might just go down here on Sammy Boy.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
I thought he wasn't going to commit the Rolling Thunder, but he's going to go after Ocean with this one. And MZ, for some reason, not coming on to Ocean. You could just TP out here on Clockwork, I feel.
Yeah,
now,
that's what I was thinking. Okay. Stylish TP out. I was wondering, I was like, he could just TP out bottom, right? Well, speaking of bottom, Brax, he gets the Split Earth before he dies, so they will be able to take down Sacred on the Beastmaster. Husky just slaps him. But that's a Necro 3 as well going his way, so a little bit of gold going to the Undying. But, I mean, you're pretty happy punishing this Leshrac more and more, I think.
You can stop him from having a game here. It's a pretty big deal. The guy, 15 minutes into the game, he doesn't even have his mechanism complete. It's very rough for Brax. And again, a lot of it came off the back of the first couple levels that should have been difficult for the life stealer, kind of shut down by Ocean.
The good old TP. Oh man.
It's extra 2 seconds delay and him having to walk back to lane there just made Brax's entire game a little bit harder.
Look at how farmed MNZ is on this lifestealer compared to every other hero. Like Terrorblade is also very under-farmed for where Sammy Boy normally is in this game. All 3 top positions held by Thunder Predator. It's a 7,000 gold lead. They are going to find Beastmaster bottom. A great Tornado EMP holding him down, and the kill will go the way of Gunner. So they get something. Tornado gonna interrupt the backside, but Leo Style gets the Rolling Thunder off just in time. Should be able to chain stun down this Clockwork. A nice shackle as well. They commit the focus fire. Ocean, he's gonna trade his life, but I think you're okay if you take down Sacred. Now MNZ, the life stealer, is he gonna get baited again? A nice Sunder. He does have rage, does have TP. There's no real way to stop this with the Clockwork being dead.
You can hop into a zombie, and I was told that when you do, the zombie gets like plus like 1200 HP or whatever it is, but it takes like 400 attacks to kill it.
So there's also another interesting bug with that. When you infest a undying zombie, the next time he drops the tombstone, it spawns a friendly zombie underneath the life stealer and consumes the first zombie spawn.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a really sick bug. So if you infest like 6 zombies, the first 6 zombies that spawn off the tombstone that would spawn on lifestealer spawn as friendly zombies for the lifestealer and start attacking the enemies.
That would have had to been in the game for a while now then, huh?
Yeah, it just is. I haven't, unless it got quick patched like without saying anything. It's a really weird interaction.
I saw it casting Perfect World just like a week or 2 weeks ago.
All right, Lifestealer, he does have a Heaven's Halberd, which is great, but the chain stuns, they're coming in. They're just saving the... Wait, he misses the hook shot. Ocean, oh no. Slayton force-tapped up to the high ground as well. That is not what you want to see. They had to keep him in place, and the hook shot just off the mark there from Ocean.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Ocean's plays have been so hit and miss this game. I mean, like a couple of times he set up these amazing hook shots. He's hugged the corner here when Panga was about to kill him. But other times, like he's thrown out the hook shot that wasn't necessary up here in the top lane, instead of just TPing out right away. It misses that hook shot. I don't know. This guy, slightly off day for him. He has these moments of brilliance, and other times just not so hot.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit today, or at least in this game. He had a good game 1 for sure. They are taking a lot of damage on this tier 2 bottom. You do have Beastmaster here, you know, double bore the Necro 3, which did just expire, but he should be able to take this tower pretty easily.
Another 17 seconds till he has it up. I think he won't. Oh, MNZ's here, so never mind. The tower will go down. I'm not sure they're even have to commit the Necronomicon.
Nah, they're fine just having to force giving this up, I guess. Terrorblade though, like massively recovered out of nowhere. Same with Invoker. Like the Midas came out and Gunner able to recoup a lot of golden experience, which we see is usually one of the big problems with this Quaswex Invoker, right? He has a really good start and then they kind of just stagnate and then they never gain the gold. They can't keep up with the enemy cores, and I think he realized that.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Sacred's doing here. I thought that maybe he'd commit all those Necro units and the boars onto the tier 3 tower given Fortify was down, but he just kind of walked through the jungle for a moment, I think, trying to scout somebody out.
Yeah, he wants to use that Roar, man. He hasn't had a chance to really use Roar much this game. Husky, however, a good Roar target. There's a good old Hawk on the high ground, or rather in the trees, providing tons of vision around this mid lane. They will see the 2. They're pinging out Roche. There's going to be Ward Sentry. It goes down. They are smoked here. So they didn't see the heroes, but they did see the Necro units.
They'll probably wait until the Necro units are back up again before going to Roche, because they just expired.
Yeah.
So a little bit of time that this is going to take here, unfortunately. I mean, it's a struggle to fight a Roche against an Invoker, though. So you might not even want to do that, but they're going to hold the triangle here. If they have vision up onto this, then it will make their life a little bit easier. Top lane, Brax, he's probably just going to go down here.
No, there's the hook shot. They can save this. They'll be able to hold him in place, potentially Slayton. He's the first one. You can't get the Rolling Thunder off against the Battery Assault. Oh my goodness, Ocean. Baiting out Brax, it seems.
There's the moments of brilliance that I talk about. He's hot and cold this game on Ocean. When he's great, though. He's done things like this a couple of times this game. Again, I'm just gonna
nice Necro pickup.
Cool.
Plus the
he's like,
oh
Yeah, he's sitting like behind this tree over here, trying to bait Leo style out into going for that rune at the start of the game, and there he manages to bait both Pangolier and Wind Ranger.
Yeah, that was so sick. I mean, the clockwork, obviously that hook shot set up to just go on them, and Leo style swashbuckled in and then went for a rolling thunder and happened to swashbuckle right into the clockwork.
It feels pretty bad. That's one of the reasons why he needed the Guardian Crew, is to deal with the cold snap. But he might just go for a BKB instead, try and secure getting that rolling thunder off, or perhaps even like a blink dagger. He's going for eggs right now, which I'm not sure is the play, but you'll do a lot of damage with this Maelstrom. You clear out the TB illusions pretty easily with that one, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. I'm assuming is they have the Mjolnir on Lifestealer, but I guess they aren't confident that this is the answer to dealing with him. And so they're just going the Aghanim Scepter on Pango. Does a ton of damage, giving you those 2 swashbuckles every time you press W. And obviously you have the Rolling Thunder cooldown on that eventually. Roshan gonna fall. MNC's gonna snipe, and on the backside of the fight, they're just clearing up some illusions, but Ocean doesn't get the hook shot off. And he's gonna go down.
Get out of this game, or get out of this next potential team fight here. I'm surprised that they're pushing this mid tower here with Clockwork down. Right, there we are. Just throwing the menagerie down the mid lane here. Clears out the sentry ward. Looks like they are going to set up on something. Gunnar, he's probably just going to throw out the Tornado EMP, try to slow this down a little bit. They want to wait until Sammy Boy has this Eye of Scotty completed before taking a team fight, I feel.
All right, well, he's trying to clean up these Necro units, and some serious gold bounties going their way if they can. They wanted to protect this ward sentry, so a smart play by them. 300 gold going to Gunnar.
Yeah, Sammy Boy, it's a very weird all chat line. We're just going to ignore that one completely. I don't know why Dota added that one.
Yeah, I mean, that makes me think of Arkosh asleep and mean, but that's about it.
Other stuff for me. Anyways,
Yeah.
Sammy Boy Terrorblade, very low HP right now, only 1500, so he is susceptible to getting blown up by the Wind Ranger, especially by the Pangolier. Doesn't have much status resistance to work with either, so I think like in one Primal Roar they're able to take him down. If he gets an Eye of Scotty, it becomes a completely different story though. At that point, I think they're lacking the damage.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 300 gold away from this Aghanim Scepter, and as soon as you have that, the Pangolier becomes a serious damage issue for Four Zoomers, because if he gets this Rolling Thunder off, you just blow up all of the Terrorblade illusions. The Maelstrom is going to bounce a ton between them.
Yeah,
he ends up becoming one of the highest damage heroes in the game, at least in the mid game for sure. All right, mid tier 2 Under Siege Gunner gonna tornado off these Necro creeps and try and kill him, but Flare comes out. They're gonna go ahead and TP bottom. They're in on Leo style looking for Brax, but he's a hard kill. The focus fire might make quick work of them, but there is a tombstone on the high ground. A pause from Lifestealer. MNZ.
Leo style. Okay, somebody's lagging here. They went on this initiation on a Brax, and I think they missed like several abilities here, and now he's laughing about it. He's not going to be able to TP out. I don't think there's going to be tons of damage coming out onto him pretty quickly, but they could turn this.
Several people
there,
lagging.
Ocean is there. The server is so bad. Oh my god, this is about to be a disaster for them.
If they continue going for Brax here, they will all die. Or by all, I mean Slade and Leo style.
Sorry, continue.
They had to see these other heroes, right? They maybe never saw a Sammy Boy, but there's no vision here.
Did you see the start of the engagement, Ricky?
No.
Oh, so he failed to like hit the Brax with like the majority of this Rolling Thunder, and the Shackle shot missed as well, just like covered in trees down here.
Yeah, I saw the Rolling Thunder missing. I didn't see the Shackle though. But Leo style, yeah, he immediately realized like I need to bail. So does Slade as they go ahead and wind run their way to safety.
Yeah. I mean, if things connected, they would have gotten the kill on him for sure, but they missed practically every ability there as they went in.
Invis rune bottom. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna get denied by the Necro creeps.
Yep. Do keep in mind that we are playing on US East, of course. The players on Thunder Predator at a ping advantage playing from Peru. well dug up by the Enchantress. Again, right now, you want to stall out until you have this Io Scotty completed on Sammy Boy. Him having that, a little bit of extra bulk is super important.
Yeah, and you're almost to the Solar Crest on the Invoker as well. We figured, you know, eventually he'd pick up one himself, which the Alacrity Solar Crest is no joke. Mid tower, tier 2 does fall. That's last of the remaining outer towers. So, again, all 3 lanes of barracks now exposed, essentially, or at least the tier 3s are.
Yeah, able to attack the base without having to worry about the invincibility as soon as the creeps meet the tower. Top lane, Sammy Boy.
I mean, is it Sammy Boy or is it MNZ that's in trouble? He's going to have to infest here, I think. Is Sammy Boy able to get away? They just are too afraid. He does way too much damage, and he has this early basher. Husky going to get ran down here. There's going to be the Aghanim Scepter completed from Leosal. He just goes up onto the high ground. A nice cog going to hold him in place, but you can't keep the Undying alive. He buys back Brax with a nice stun onto the Pango. Can they finish off Leosal? The Infest, he gets forced after the low ground. Roar does also catch the Invoker. They just disengage. They get a buyback. They get some big spells out too.
Yeah, and they dodge the tornado. Well coordinated as they leave. Leo style. I mean, I think the number one thing there in that team fight is the Mjolnir on Lifestealer there. I mean, he uses the static charge on himself every time. There's so many different units attacking him from Sammy Boy. He's just killing himself while hitting the Lifestealer. So again, he needs this Eye of Scotty for the extra bulk before he can really fight into him. There, he was forced to get back even in that initial rage duration. Afterwards, you know, you just use the Sunder on him after the rage ends and then fight him back underneath that slow from reflection. Now it's difficult though. Needs another one. It's like 700 gold here to finish up the Eye of Scotty.
Yeah, it's coming out a little bit too slow, and it looks like Thunder Predator want to try and close this game out as soon as possible. Obviously, Roshan not available. Aegis about to expire, or did it already? It hasn't already expired, right? I'm not crazy.
Expires in 3 seconds.
I was like, they never killed the Lifestealer, basically, was what I was trying to get at. Yep, there it goes. Sammy Boy, just going to go ahead and continue pushing the top lane, trying to find farm in the jungles to close into this Eye of Scotty. I mean, there's no point in having buyback on Terrorblade, right? Because if you die having already committed Metamorphosis, what's the point? So
yeah,
you kind of just need to get this Scotty and have meta up for the high ground defense and hope that they can't gap close you.
Dire's top tower is under
he's afraid to show himself right now, so a lot of the heroes are missing off the map on Thunder Predator, and you're still afraid of getting blown up because there's a lot of magical damage coming up from them.
I mean, if he throws a clone down the lane too, they'll know, like, okay, Terrorblade's top-ish. They will see Ocean here as he's trying to walk out of base. He's like, oh god, big spooky boy running after me. I need to run, and he's able to get the hook shot to safety. Nice play there from Husky, the boy offering a helping hand.
Yeah. I'm surprised that MNZ popped the rage before he actually reached the clockwork, though. I think he was worried that he was going to use a power cogwheel who's sitting in the trees, then pushed back. He's got the basher.
Oh, they caught MJZ. All right, they need to leave now. The TP's coming in, and Sammy Boy gonna be the first to do so. Brax on the side, hiding in the trees. They don't have vision of him as well, so both cores will get out, stalling out this game just a little bit. And Sammy Boy, I mean, he's got the Scotty if he can get the courier to the side shot, but that's not that easy here.
If they had a Hawk scouting this one out, that would be sick. Okay, they've got, I think the ward caught on the edge there.
It did, definitely. He should be able to grab it, send it to the trees. He's got to be careful because the Beastmaster, yeah, they're not going to find it. All right, that's a big item pickup here for 4 Zoomers, but let's take a look at the Lifestealer. I mean, he's been farming this whole time, closing in on the Assault Kuros now. He's got the Mjolnir completed. Also found Spider Legs, which is really strong for this hero.
Yeah, backs are definitely against the wall here. But
all right, they're going to go ahead and initiate here into the triangle. The Radiant, they managed to take out some of the vision, but the Roar right onto the Invoker, getting just beat down by Lifestealer and Pango. An easy kill for them. Okay, Infest into a zombie. Oh my gosh, you were right. He's made it out. Look at it go. It's so dang fast. 500 movement speed. He's going to come right back in. I don't think you're realizing. He just gets a first hit bash onto Lesh. A nice soul rip, but you're losing so much health on Terrorblade. There's going to be the Sunder, the Manta style. Can Sammy Boy turn this around? Absolutely not. He's got the disarm and MNZ just right on top of him. There's going to be the focus fire. 4 heroes going to go down for the side of 4 Zoomers. Make it 5. Ocean here as well, stuck in place. They can't close the gap onto Sacred.
And just like that, the fight turns around. They were doing so much damage there to the lifestealer, but it ended up not mattering. And I don't think they noticed him hopping to that zombie. I think they thought it was on one of the heroes on Thunder Predator. And it just turns on you there after he hops out. No buyback available on Sammy Boy. No buyback available on Undying there. I think they're just going to lose a set of racks.
I think you might lose more than a set. You do have Fort here and Gunner to help slow this down, but it is not an easy task. There are no creeps mid lane. This might actually get backdoor protection here in a moment, so they will have to leave. No reason to continue fighting this.
Yeah, they managed to stall it out for now. Thunder Predator, you definitely want to end this as quickly as possible, though. I mean, the later this goes, the more items Sammy Boy's going to have. He only really has 2 items completed. If you can get if you can get a lockdown onto the Lifestealer for a couple seconds in these team fights, he's just gonna get blown up. Yes, he's working the Assault Cross. That will stop him from damage. There it is. Yeah.
He's going the Abyssal Blade on the Terrorblade, which is that build we see sometimes giving you that really effective damage block, but also that gap closer and that reliable lockdown to find these kills. And against heroes like Pango and Lifestealer, it's pretty good. Roshan, a quick respawn. It's already back. And they do super fast. Focus fire, everything being committed. Now, they do Sunstrike this. The question is, can you stop this? Flare there as well. And it's already dead. The Roshan taken by the Lifestealer. Great block there from the Beastmaster. Make sure that hookshot doesn't come in. And Leo style, he's just using his Rolling Thunder. You don't get pushed to the other side on Leshrac. A tornado making some space, trying to heal it up, but it's not going to happen. EMP burning their mana, but you lose 2. And they get any extra kills here is the question. Sladen taking a lot of damage from this Solar Crest and this Cold Snap, or Spirit Vessel rather, sorry. But he's not going to go down.
Sammy Boy doing an excellent job of slowing them. Starts shoving out mid lane with his illusions immediately to make it so they aren't able to get the tier 3 tower rags here. So the heroes on 4 Zoomers are going to respawn. Actually, 2 creeps made it by here somehow. What the hell? Oh, the shackle.
Oh, Undying. He's going to die as well. 50 seconds on the sideline, and your tier 3, it goes down. So here's the thing, like, you can't stop this push now, right? I feel like you need that Undying.
Made it there. I mean, Invoker can slow it down a little bit, but I think 2 creeps got by Sammy Boy's illusions. He didn't end up stopping the entire creep wave. Backboard door protection is up now, but they'll break again as the creeps do reach through the mid lane, and they'll be able to take this bottom tier 3 as well. You mentioned this earlier, all the outer towers taken. They'll need to shove into 1 lane.
Yeah, you got Aegis Cheese completed. As well, Leo Style is just going to commit that Rolling Thunder, the double 4-staff Clockwork, able to trap Leo Style inside of his own cogs, but there it is, 2 lanes of barracks dead so fast because of this Beastmaster Lifestealer combination. They're going to hookshot a great 4-staff, able to dodge it out, and again, he still has cheese if he needs it, so it doesn't seem like there's any slowing down here from Thunder Predator.
He's probably just pop the bottle into his backpack, pick up that illusion, or sorry, the invisibility rune, and go on his way, eventually head back to base. The Guardian Greaves are queued up now, so can have even more trouble stopping the Pangolier with that Cold Snap Urn combination that I was talking about at the start of the game. I was surprised the Guardian Greaves didn't come out a little bit earlier, but Basher was fairly necessary. Being able to lock down these heroes.
Yeah, I mean, the double bashes coming in from both Lifestealer and Pango allowed them to make sure that Gunner couldn't get out on that last fight, just able to control him constantly. They are smoked up here and wrapping around the mid lane, but Sacred and MJZ are both invis here. Gunner just walks into immediately. Tornado drops the ice wall, able to 4-staff away. In comes Sammy Boy. They're going to get the hookshot onto the Beastmaster. A fantastic target to start this fight. They will take him down, and MJZ. All right, a great initiation find here from them, but you lost your tier 3 top, and Ocean, he's going to try and close the gap here. No cogs for a few seconds. Gets stunned by a swashbuckle, but Sammy Boy 4-staff forward. He's just going to go ahead and pop that refraction. Nice way to initiate, but Lifestealer, he's got an Aegis. You got to be careful. He's not the target you want to find. It's going to be Pangolier. He pops that cheese, but able to keep him down. No way to get this Rolling Thunder off quite yet. It finally comes out. A tornado grabbing of the bash onto Pango. You're kidding. He gets the infest. He will come out. Leo Style in some trouble, but a great disarm. You take down Sammy. Double kill for MNZ as Leo Style survives on 50 HP.
These heroes just barely managing to make it out. Everybody's saving each other here on Thunder Predator. Sammy Boy, he doesn't have buyback. I'm not sure how they're going to keep this tower up. Invoker, he's going to have his work cut out for him. Immediately starts creep cutting.
They're going to look for the lifestealer, and this should be easily done here. This guy doing way too much damage with a completed MKB. I mean, yeah, that disarm coming out onto that Terrorblade, he just didn't expect it, and then he's not able to get a Sunder because the Rage obviously protecting him. And now Lifestealer going for the Mega Creeps.
Yeah, he disarmed Sammy Boy. The Lifestealer disarmed Sammy Boy twice with that Heaven's Halberd, lasting 5 seconds each time because you don't have any status.
Oh my goodness. I mean, they got to try and do something here. He's Cold Snap, but Infest. Slayton comes in. A great Shackle onto the Invoker. There's going to be the hook shot, though. Lifestealer. It is just his first life, but you need to get something here. Ocean trying to zone him out. In comes Leo Style with the DD rune to boot, and now he's going to look at Ocean. Just slaps him down, help with the power shot as well. Nice Shackle off the mark, but Gunner, he's going to die to the focus fire anyway. Mega Creeps achieves Sammy Boy all by himself here. Try to do what he can. Ocean drops, or rather Husky drops that tombstone buyback from that Clockwork. They got to get some big kills here, but they're able to disengage on Thunder Predator. Leo Style too elusive.
And MNZ, you can't get your hands on him either. I mean, they committed a lot just rolling you to the base and picking off that last racks there, keeping you at bay, but they all get out afterwards, and there's nothing you're able to do. I don't think you can defend from Mega Creeps here. Unless there's a massive throw, this game is just over.
Yeah, this seems very difficult. Sammy Boy only level 18 to the Lifestealer's 25, and we see here just how much damage he does. They could potentially turn it with the meta in 5 seconds. The Sunder there as well. Can they stick onto MNZ? No, he's got an Infest. You'd have to get a ranged Bass for anything to happen here. No Invoker to help either. Needs no Alacrity, no Solar Crest. The damage coming after Terrorblade is just not going to be enough.
Yeah, Lifestealer infesting to heal back up to full HP, and I'll pop out in just a moment here. But your tier 3 tower is slowly going down, but 4 Zoomers are still not willing to call it.
Slayton blinks in super aggressively. He is infested. Out comes the Lifestealer. Tries to turn such the damage onto Husky. The Force Staffs, they're there trying to keep him alive. Ocean not going to be able to do it, and that's a dieback. They do respawn on Gunner. Leo Style making some room. There's going to be the roar. They need to turn their attention to the base, and they realize it. It looks like Thunder Predator going to tie the series up 1-1.
Thunder Predator taking game number 2, and we definitely prefer the draft of 4 Zoomers here, just playing this fairly solid after the lanes and moving around the map so well. They struggled to the start, right? I mean, this Pangolier wasn't able to do anything against the Invoker during the laning phase. Yes, they were tied for CS, but wasn't able to rotate. Tower was sitting incredibly low for such a long period of time. Sammy Boy felt like he was getting so much. Brax got shut down in the top lane, but just amazing team fights here on Thunder Predator.
Yeah, this Lifestealer just got way too farmed. 700 plus GPM on this hero, and Sammy Boy never really came online. Like, despite having the buffs from the Invoker, he was just too far back, and Brax unable to really contribute to the team with just these Guardian Greaves Force Staff. Like, if they find him, they get on top of him. This Lifestealer just makes quick work of pretty much any hero in the game. And yeah, incredible play here from Thunder Predator. You know, it looked like this game, the draft and all that was going to go the way of 4 Zoomers, but here we are, tying up the series 1-1, and it's going to force the first game 3. I love it. This is what we're here for, the playoffs. We want them to be close games, and it's exactly what we're going to get.
Yeah, well played by them. I got to go back to the Leshrac real quick, though. Just I think a lot of this came down to Brax not really having a game, and a lot of it was just off the back of that TP not going off as he tried to disengage there. I think if he had a little bit more, they were able to take more earlier towers. If they weren't locked in their base and lost all their like tier 2s, what was it, like 20 minutes or something like that?
Yeah,
it could have been a different game, but I'm excited for game number 3, Ricky.
Me as well, Neff. That being said, we've got to go to a little bit of a break here, and we'll be back with the final game here between 4 Zoomers and Thunder Predator. We'll see you in a sec.